Ready?
We'll do the Oliver pizza. Pizza, 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 pizza.
That's how Ollie says it?
No, that's how no, Ollie doesn't have that voice.
I know, I was like, what are you talking about?
No, I always say that when I'm giving him pizza.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are making vegan pizza and pizza dough. I wanted you in this episode because I feel like this is your favorite thing to make.
Yeah, and I like actually the cooking side of it.
Yeah, so we got an uni last year and now I feel like we're living the uni life. We're like obsessed with making pizza, like every Friday we make it.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're gonna have things to share with me this time because you're the pizza maker guy.
Yeah, I feel like I have like obscure roles here.
But what you don't know how to make is my pizza dough. So I'm gonna be teaching you how to make that.
Yeah, I get the finished product.
Yes, and then we're gonna be doing vegan pizza 4 ways. We're gonna do a classic margherita. We're gonna do a veggie pizza.
Okay.
We're gonna do a peach pizza with balsamic glaze. And then we're gonna be doing sort of like an autumn cozy rustic pizza.
Sounds good.
So let's start by making the pizza dough.
Awesome.
We're gonna start with some warm water and we're gonna add some yeast to this.
Okay.
And we're gonna mix it together and that's gonna be like our yeasty water that's gonna cause all the bubbles in the dough. We need a 1/4 teaspoon of yeast.
I thought there was gonna be like an intense bubbling.
No. The bubbling happens in the dough.
It's a low bar for the word active.
We have 4 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of salt.
Okay, mix it in.
Yeah, mix it to combine. Perfect. And now you're gonna make a little well in the middle.
Okay.
And we're gonna just start like slowly adding our yeasty water to the mixture.
And then will that then be really active?
No. This is like not a science experiment, it's cooking.
I have to admit that so far the cooking of the pizza outside is more exciting.
I know, right? So I'm just gonna pour a little bit of water in.
Okay.
And now you can give it a little stir. And we're basically gonna build a shaggy dough.
What does that mean?
So like you know shaggy, like you know shaggy
musician?
things? Mr. Bombastic. No, like you know like a shaggy carpet? Like shaggy.
Like a shag.
Or like a shaggy dog. Okay, and keep going.
And so does it literally just get kind of hairy?
It gets shaggy looking.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's already happening. Do you see?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shaggy. We're gonna add a little more because it's getting dry. It's just easier to play with when you're doing it bit by bit.
Chunks, right?
It doesn't need to be fully combined.
Okay.
That's why they call it a shaggy dough. Yeah,
gotcha.
see? Shag.
Yep, shag. Oh, that's very shaggy.
Right?
Yeah.
Then shaggy, right?
Very nice and shaggy.
Okay, so don't worry that there's like dry bits because we're gonna bring this together now on our countertop. Let's bring it all together.
Okay.
And now you can start kneading it.
Okay, so this is where you...
Yes, fold and roll and fold. How do you know how to do this? You've probably seen me doing it. So you're just kind of bringing the dough together, like trying to pick up all those pieces. And basically like right now you can feel like the dough is really clumpy.
Yeah.
You're just trying to knead out all the clumps, like bring it all together until it's like smooth and plush.
Right.
So keep going. This is like a 10-minute process.
You just keep going for 10 minutes?
Yeah, until that dough starts feeling like really plush.
Why don't you tell me what's gonna happen in the end?
It's just gonna be like super doughy, super soft, super round,
And
like
smooth.
yeah, like it shouldn't feel clumpy at all. And you don't want to skimp on this step because it helps the dough get like really plush, and then you get those like really nice bubbles and stuff when you're cooking.
Yes. The yeast gets all the credit for being active. Meanwhile, here we are for 10 minutes doing all
I know.
the work
I
for
honestly feel like making dough is a workout. Like you don't.
I'm actually kind of enjoying this.
It's like Play-Doh for adults.
It is.
It's nice that I had you come and do this episode because
Right.
I don't have to do 10 minutes.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm getting excited about the prospect
Like maybe
of
Mitch
breaking
should
the
do
record.
this one. Like a baby's bum.
It does like a baby's bum. Okay, so we have our beautiful dough.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You did a good job with her. So now we're gonna pour a little bit of olive oil into the base of our bowl. It helps with the elasticity of the dough. So we want about a teaspoonful. And now we're gonna plop in the dough. Now we're just gonna kind of like turn the dough so that everything is kind of covered with the oil. And then we're gonna cover this with a little bit of plastic wrap. And
then
now
it's gonna rise a fair bit.
we wait. You leave the pizza dough for 12 to 24 hours.
Yep.
And when you're done, it looks like this.
Oh, awesome.
Got all the bubbles, all the good stuff. Okay, this is the fun part. We get to punch it down.
Whoa, that's satisfying.
I know, isn't that the best?
Yeah.
Now I'm just gonna scoop it out and I'm gonna sprinkle with some flour. Okay, so this is like one of my favorite things to do.
Okay.
I love this thing. I don't even know what they call this. It's like a ruler scooper thing to just like cut. Okay, so now we're gonna pull these apart and we're just gonna shape them into little dough balls.
Funny because Ollie's getting into Play-Doh right now, and I get why, because this is really satisfying, like regardless of age.
You don't need to like work it, like just form like a little dough ball.
Look at how, look at that. Look at the character.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and smooth it out like yours.
Yeah, so you're just really bringing it together. Like,
Make like a dumpling with it.
yeah. Okay, so make a dumpling with it that's not actually a dumpling.
Okay. Even though I butchered this, why are you even rolling them?
Because I want them to be like circle shaped, so then when I flatten them into a pizza, it's round.
Oh, okay.
We have our 4 pizza doughs.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna cover them in a towel. I don't want these to dry out. So we're gonna start by making our veggie pizza.
Okay.
So I like to give it a little
What is happening with your
dimpling.
fingers?
It helps maintain the air bubbles.
This is where your chopstick fingers actually work out pretty well.
Now we do the process of stretching and turning. This really depends on the person, like different techniques work for different people. I like to do a little bit of pulling and you're just kind of pulling and turning.
You're not really pulling though, you're kind of lifting.
I guess so, yeah, lifting
You're not
is a
actually,
better.
like stretching at all.
No, but I will get there.
Okay.
Yes, it's coming. So that when it starts getting big like this, that's when I start kind of like using my knuckles. I bet you if like an Italian chef saw me, they'd be like, this is not how you make pizza.
This is the how
but
not
this
to
is
video.
how I do it, and it like works.
It does work.
It does work.
So-
If you're pulling your dough
Yeah.
and it is breaking,
Yeah.
let it sit for 10 minutes
Okay.
and then come back to it.
Okay.
And you'll notice it's so much more malleable. Like sometimes the dough just gets like a little stressed. It's like, whoa, like too much happening at once. They're sensitive little souls. You need to respect their boundaries. And like, again, it doesn't need to be a perfect circle. This is not a perfect circle, but that's kind of the fun part about making pizza at home.
Okay.
If you're doing this in the oven, you totally can. We do it all the time.
Yep.
Put your oven to 450 degrees and then get a pan preheated in the oven and then bring it out and put it right on and decorate your pizza.
Reheating is probably the most important thing.
Okay, so tell us.
Yeah, so I would say that when I've done it before where you don't preheat or don't preheat for long enough, that when you actually put the pizza on, what ends up happening is that the base of the crust isn't cooking at the right speed relative to the top. So the top ends up getting really overcooked and you're checking the bottom and it's still quite pale.
Okay, so make sure that you preheat your uni, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I imagine the same thing in the oven. Tips for using the uni.
Let's put this on our sugar. We're gonna sprinkle the bottom.
Yep.
If you don't have semolina, you can also use all-purpose flour.
Okay, so my
Semolina bits.
tip is that you need this to actually slide it off because otherwise the actual dough will bind to the base a little bit, especially if there's a temperature difference if these things heat up. However, if you go too much, you'll find that all the excess flour that's on it will catch fire in the uni. I'll kind of clear around so there's no excess going in. And then it
Smart.
also means you have to clean in between when you're cooking it because if this builds up, you'll get a good old fire.
Okay, now we're gonna decorate. This pizza is our veggie pizza,
Okay.
and I'm doing this one with no cheese.
Oh.
My tip for people who don't know how to make a vegan pizza, the easiest way is just to not include the cheese. And it's actually so good, so that's what we're doing here.
Yes.
I have my 20-minute marinara sauce that I
Nice.
made in a previous video. Go check it out. This is going to be our pizza base.
Nice.
So we're gonna slop on this marinara,
Okay.
and then we're gonna decorate with the veggies.
Beautiful. Whoa, that looks good.
So you're gonna take this outside now.
So normally what I'll do is if you lift up the sides, just to make sure it can slide. See, there's a bit of resistance there, so you gotta kind of pull it up to make sure it'll slide.
Oh my God, look at this. Does
the
that
best.
not look amazing?
Yeah.
Smells so good.
This is our summer.
No cheese required. Cheers.
Cheers, baby.
Oh my God.
That's really good. So the quality of the ingredients, huge difference.
So good.
Yeah.
I literally have nothing to say about it.
Yeah, it's good.
Delicious. Next up is the vegan margarita.
My favorite.
Really simple.
Yeah.
It's marinara sauce and vegan cheese.
And basil.
And basil.
Let's get this next one in.
Okay, so vegan pizza margarita.
So this is my favorite one.
Easiest pizza in the world. Always a favorite.
Yeah.
Always a classic, always a favorite.
Pleaser.
Okay, bon app. You can't go wrong.
No. That's so good. Good job, sweetie.
Thank you. Cheesy goodness.
Pizza number 3.
This is my pizza Bianca with peaches and basil.
Let's do it.
So you're gonna do this one.
So first you take your pokey fingers.
Yeah, and you dimple it.
Yeah, dimple it. You want to push it out with your dimples.
Into it, try and get it in a circle too. So you got little bubbles there?
Yeah, that's
So
a good
nice,
thing.
yeah.
Okay. So truthfully, this is the part I'm actually worried about.
So you just kind of let gravity.
Yeah, do the work and just keep it moving.
Yeah, and if one part feels like thicker, you can hold it for longer. But if it feels thin, then you're like, oh, I gotta
Just
move
keep
on.
moving. I'm gonna put down just to get
Yeah.
my bearings.
And then you can kind of reshape it if you need. And sometimes here I even like spread it out a
Yeah,
bit because
to
like
get
some of
some
those
work done
fatter
for you.
bits.
Yep.
Like an expert.
You're a good teacher. Well, this is not going so well.
Okay, well you can stop that.
So what I find is the semolina, if you do too much, you'll notice it can get black on the bottom. You can taste almost like burnt.
Okay.
So if you get, see, I already butchered it. You have to do kind of like really light sprinkle. And then where it always gets stuck is up top here.
You think that's enough?
There's one way to find out. So what's Bianca? Oil?
Pizza Bianca means that it's an white pizza.
Yep.
Oil based with cheese.
Okay.
No tomato sauce.
No tomato sauce. Okay, that's fine. So just oil and cheese. Perfect. And then we're gonna put the peaches on.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we got Bianca.
Okay, this looks so good.
I'm very excited about this one.
This looks like you would get it in a restaurant.
Yeah, I also feel like I stuck the landing on the cooking on this.
You
so.
absolutely did, babe. Good job.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Stuck the landing.
Amazing.
It's gonna be my favorite so far.
Forget pineapple and put peaches on your pizza.
Yeah, pineapple doesn't belong on pizza.
Okay, let's get some kale for this next pizza. Also, we should probably get some basil.
Yeah.
Last pizza
Last one.
is my autumn-inspired pizza,
Beautiful.
and it's gonna be a pizza Bianca again.
Okay.
We are putting roasted squash,
Okay.
kale, and red onion,
Beautiful.
and cheese.
And last but not least, we have the autumn pizza.
So that's how you make an autumn pizza.
I'm excited.
I know.
It smells good. It smells really
Smells
good.
amazing.
Yeah, it's very fragrant.
Okay, cheers.
Okay, cheers. Last one.
Boop. Oh my god. I love how crispy the kale is.
The glaze really works well with the squash too.
And the red onion.
The red onion.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
Yum. I love this one.
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
Okay, there we go. 1 pizza dough recipe and 4 vegan pizzas, 4 different ways.
Successful day.
So which one was your fave?
I think the Bianca's honestly took the prize for me.
It's that balsamic glaze, I swear to God.
You know what though? But it was also the fact like the peaches, I like the sweet kind of twist on it. And then this squash one was the most surprising, I think, of the group.
I'm gonna go for this one.
Okay, I'm gonna go for my favorite.
Happy pizza night.
Happy pizza night.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.